G'day there and welcome back to the Performance by Design Institute. In today's session, specifically designed for you within your organisation as a team member or team members that are helping to integrate and implement systems to bring your code to life within your organisation, integrating your code into your organisation. At this point of the game, you've probably gone through the first phase of our initial kickoff training sessions, okay? That might be in person, might be virtual, might be a combination, okay? As part of the PBD system, there's a few fundamental things that we will do that will support you and your leaders, and you are probably a leadership team yourself, in the way of your meeting cadence and structure, your check-ins, starting meetings with wins and shout-outs, and maybe another positive question, maybe a fun question. Of course, the Institute and the cadence around connecting and building strong professional relationships and enabling real talk here in the Institute sessions, okay? Then, of course, your scheduled team tune-ups, okay? Usually triannual. We used to go quarterly, a bit too much now. We go to triannual. That's where, again, we get together. It's usually a facilitated session by one of us at the PBD system. And then we also will conduct emerging leaders programs and also one-on-one coaching, okay? So outside of those structures that we as an organisation support you and your leaders to implement, this video is about, really integrating your code, sometimes through fun ways, and really finding ways that enables your team and yourself to speak through your code and make decisions through it, both through signals, through signage, through conversations and a bunch of other stuff. So let's have a look at the various things that you can do, knowing first and foremost that this integration needs to be gradual and incremental. We're going to talk about 5 or 6 things here. We don't want to do them all at once. Now, on top of that, the first thing we think about is signage, okay? I like to think of signage as signals to remember. You've got your physical, if you're in person, up on the wall, all around, good graphics, depending on your code and the energy of your company, your graphics will be dictated by your code in a lot of ways. And of course, the electronic, I keep our culture code of Performance by Design as my screensaver on my phone. It can be a screensaver of your computers, okay? Get creative with it. There's a number of different ways that you can keep triggering and setting up signals to remember that we live by the code here inside of our organisation. Swag, okay, uniforms, coffee mugs, all sorts of stuff. The options there are limitless. Pens, scarves, whatever it might be. When we look at sport, we look at the millions, if not billions of dollars spent on uniforms and jerseys. I was reading, I think, LeBron James's jersey in Asia is the most, it's the most spent garment in all of Asia. When he went to the Lakers, I think it was. Or when we think about uniform, people wear them with pride. Why wouldn't we do the same thing inside of our corporate organisation? So think about ways in which we can wear our code. Powerful and clearly valuable as well, okay? Shout out cards. Now, we've got a couple of teams that have integrated either core value cards or whatever they're going to name them. They're just little physical cards with designs on them where people can write, hey, Jono or Jane, I'd like to shout you out for this behaviour and this was the outcome you got. And they chuck them on people's car windshields, or they put them on their desk, or they might even mail them a letter to their home. We don't really get many letters anymore at home, do we? So these shout out cards can be very, very powerful for, again, bringing to life that 4-to-1 ratio, catching the good, making your mate feel good. When we do that, that makes us feel good. That's the way it all works, okay? And then we've got, of course, social committee and team building events. That becomes endless as well. There's a number of different ways you can go about that. And again, use your code to guide your decision making and understand what team building events might suit your organisation. This is yours to own, okay? We're giving you the frameworks and the systems to help bring to life your culture code, okay? And then all hands or town halls, all hands meetings or town halls. A couple of clients of ours are very good at this, very powerful way to connect and keep building that energy and motivation throughout the organisation, sharing the wins, sharing the challenges, just sharing the journey together, okay? Real big opportunity and often missed by a lot of organisations out there. But again, most important, use your guide of your code to make decisions around everything that will bring your code to life, okay? It's all in there. The answers are all inside of your code. And as always, if you have any questions, please reach out to us here at Performance by Design. We'll see you next time where we help you take the chance out of your culture.